if you feel like you need to balance your feminine and masculine, we actually, every one of us, need to balance them. You need to understand what it consists of and how the balance can be attained, because we understand the ingredients, so we understand where is exactly this unbalancing is happening, why is it happening, and how to make it more balanced. I use astrology, so you will always see, if you already saw my videos, you know I speak about masculine and feminine from the astrological point of view, because it's easy, because astrological terms just help us to understand how these energies work. So masculine energy is represented by Sun and Mars, and both of these energies, we know they're connected to this kind of fire, and investing your fire into making something happen. So Mars, it's about making something done, because this is our physical energy, and this is what is like inside of us when we want, this moment, like I want to do it, and you just stand up and you run and you want to do it. So, and Sun energy is represented by this kind of inner power. It's more about our ability to be responsible for different things, to be strong, individualistic, because Sun is the Lord of Leo, and Leo is about being a strong individual, like knowing who you are and standing for your own truth. Whereas the Sun light, this is where the light, so there is no darkness there. Sun is representing truth, so this is when we are able to be strong, to stand for our truth, to be honestly who we are, to behave according to our beliefs, and to be kind of on the light side, on the side of the righteousness. When we are able to defend our dignity or dignity of another person, we are taking care about our emotional needs, different things like connected to inner power. And when we come to the feminine energy, this is an energy of Venus and Moon, and Venus is connected to all kinds of pleasure and comfort and ease and everything what is kind of enjoyable, and this energy works together with Mars, because we always need the reason, like this kind of joy we want to get if we want to do something. Whatever game we play, we just enjoy the process, we enjoy the game. We like, for example, jumping in the ball, or if we choose to travel in some country, we travel because we have some purpose. We want, for example, to shoot a documentary, or to just chill on the beach, or do whatever. So it's like the reason why we are taking our butt out of the couch and go somewhere. This reason, this is like kind of flavor, the essence of why we are doing something. This is Venus energies. And when we talk about the Moon energy, it's about emotional world. It's about emotional peace. It's about love. It's about ability to give unconditional warmth, care, acceptance, and this kind of soft energy. When you come, for example, in a bad mood, you are fiery, you don't know what to do, and the person with very stable Moon energy says like, chill, come on, like this is your meal, this is your water, turn on some cool music, and you kind of relax in the presence of this person. And people with, by the way, with dominant Moon energy, they have very soft voice, they have soft vibe, and they have very kind eyes, and this is very pleasant to be around them, because our inner fire gets ease, because we are feeling accepted, and we are not attacked. So the kindness, this is like an essence. I believe that this energy is very important on the planet Earth, in general, for the whole creation. So this Moon energy plays together with Sun energy, because only when we're taking care about our inner feminine, about our heart, about our emotions, and emotions, by the way, we need them for identifying, do we want, for example, to be on this job or don't want, or do we feel like to communicate with this person or don't. So it's like our emotions, if we don't feel good and pleasant and safe in the presence of someone, it's actually an indication. It's not the moment to ignore that. It's an indication from our inner feminine that I don't like that. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel okay. And when your Sun energy, inner power, you're individualistic, who stays for your right to be who you are, you start to defend yourself. Sometimes it's important to explain people your boundaries, because some people just don't know. They don't want to hurt you, they just don't know another form of communication. They may kind of step on your boundaries without having any bad thing in their head. But in the same moment, if you see that, if you even explain that it doesn't work for you, or you see that person on purpose behaves not really good and not kind to you, and your emotions feel turbulent, this is a moment of your sun energy to decide for yourself, this is not for you. This is not your scenario. And you take away yourself from this kind of circumstances, from these relationships, from this place of work. Nothing causes the hurt of your inner woman. So when we are understanding that Mars and Venus work together, and they are more about taking care about our outer world processes, and the Sun, Moon is more about taking care about the inner processes. What do I mean by outer processes about Mars and Venus? Venus is about pleasure and Mars is about getting it. So it's everything about like material wealth. It's everything about our appearance, beautifying ourselves, like all the kind of material achievements. So when we are taking care a lot about different things connected to the outer world achievements, we don't care about anybody's opinions. We are running just stepping on someone's neck or head. We just achieving what we want, because we want this money, we want this position, we want to feel good, we want to be luxurious, we want to post a lot of different pictures that we get this and this. Is this our car? This is our ship. This is our woman. This is everything like about kind of showing off all of this. Like we live in this industry, right? We live that this is what makes us feel happy. And a lot of, by the way, rich people say that I remember Jim Carrey once said that I wish everyone would get here to this level of material wealth, so to that point that you will understand that this is not a point. So it's very kind of interesting to know that material wealth gives us a lot of pleasure, a lot of joy, a lot of comfort, and a lot of confidence, because we think that if we have all of these things, we gained all of that, we are super cool and powerful. So the Mars, Venus, both of these energies, by the way, they can represent yang energy, from masculine, from feminine. So in this kind of useful way of enjoying life, but it doesn't give fulfillment. And other people have tendency, for example, go a lot within. They're taking care a lot about how to communicate with people, how to not cross anybody's boundaries, how to protect your own boundaries, how to be like trustworthy, how to be kind. All of those kind of this kind of people who live more inside of their world, they are more empathetical, they are more into the processes connected to like how to be a better human being, not how to be wealthy, but they are taking care about the inner wealth. And the problem starts when they go too much within. They have the abilities, for example, different kind of psychic abilities can grow, also different things connected to understand, like healers, all the people, they understand how energies work inside, they feel it. Because they understand from the inside itself, so they are able to heal in other people because they understanding different things, what is going on inside of them. And it also could be gained from the past lives. When the person goes too much into sun and moon, they are living within and they are kind of neglecting this outer world part. Because people who are with the dominant Mars Venus, they neglecting inner world. They are running, taking care about the outer world. And people with the dominant Sun Moon energy, they neglecting Mars Venus world. They neglecting their appearance, and it's actually happening because of suppression. If we grow too much in Sun Moon, we take care too much about inner. We think this is how beliefs can just kind of play the bad thing with us, that we stop believing that what is on material level is important. So we don't feel that we deserve to have something like that. So we think that we don't need it. And what's interesting for us to understand, like who we are, in which point, like Mars Venus dominant person or Moon Sun, we can look at the sexual life. Because when the person has very strong Mars Venus energies going on, like it's just overloaded, sexual energy is very high. The person has this feeling of need to have sex, like often it just goes overloaded. And people have a lot of energy. People have that much energy that they actually struggle to chill, that they struggle to relax. They always feel that they need to achieve and to run and to go to be like active in something, to ride a bicycle or to work more or to do something, like to do something. And they have real huge need in a very regular sexual life. And when we talk about the sun moon people with dominant, like very dominant sun moon people, when the Mars Venus energies go very low, the person is not feeling sexual interest, kind of like the libido goes lower. So the person needs it rare, or the person does not really feel interest in that. The person feels kind of lazy, the energy goes away from the body because the energy all within. When the person lives on the Mars Venus dominant, this is where the energy is all outside. Because the person doesn't care about inner processes, doesn't care about inner emotional world, like doesn't care. Person is all on the outside achievements. The person with sun moon dominant, they feel that they kind of need to be inside so much. So many things are going on inside, so that no energy is left on the outside. And so physical body feels like kind of very energyless, and that's why it also doesn't feel any kind of sexual interest or actually interest to achieve something, to do something, to enjoy something, because this energy is kind of low. So what's interesting we have to see is that this balance happens not because feminine or masculine is kind of one of them is dominant, but dominant can be the pair, which is either Mars and Venus or Sun and Moon. And it's either neglected inner world or outer world. And we have different reasons for suppressing these things. And actually it goes from the past lives, from our habits, because for some reason we haven't been feeling safety and comfortable. Something hurt us to be inside or to be on the outside too much. So, and that's why we kind of learned to do something opposite, which has been given to us some kind of fulfillment. So when we have some kind of relief, either in inner world or on the outer world, we go there like very, very seriously, like too much. And that's how this unbalancing thing is happening. When you are the Venus-Mars dominant person, it means you are very active in life and you need chill. So obviously you may have problems with sleep because on emotional level different things going on which you ignore, and you are very active, your brain works very active, you have a lot of energy all the time, and when you try to sleep you cannot sleep because you're still active, you're still in those mode when we fall asleep, when we feel this relaxation. And when you are all the time in this Mars-Venus vibes, you are not able to feel relaxation. This is where the problem starts. So for Mars-Venus people, it's very important the second part of the day, which is close to the sleep, to relax and somehow kind of release different tension from the body. It can be, for example, writing down different things which are going on inside. It can be like slow forms of, for example, yoga or different breathing practices. Breathing practices are helpful for all of those kind of anxious things, because when person is very active all the time, not caring about inner processes, anxiety is like best friend. So anxiety and all of this turbulence inside can be healed by breathing exercises and meditation. And when you're doing this type of things before sleep and try not to use gadgets much because they also disturb our inner processes. So when you do, for example, writing down different things which was kind of maybe making you feel worried, also you make a list of things for the plan for tomorrow, so you kind of release and you forget. You know that you made a plan and you can forget about this till tomorrow, not worrying about it. Then you can do some breathing or some small yoga exercises, a little bit. And something like meditation or just sitting in a peaceful position. So it's about calming down yourself, doing different things which can calm down your fire. And when you do it before sleep, you can sleep well, then your physical body is ready to wake up and go achieve the different things from the beginning in the morning. So the balance for Mars-Venus dominant people sits exactly in finding the way to be in peace and taking care about what is going on inside. Because when you take care about what is going on with your emotions, you are helping, you are growing with your sun. You become the kind of the leader of your own life, because sun is a leadership quality. And when the person has suppressed sun energy, the person does not feel that they are seen or heard. They always have to win. They always have to prove someone that they are worthy to be heard. They don't feel respected in the society enough. And that's why they try to achieve more and more to kind of prove someone that, you see, I am worthy of those respect, give me that. But you can give it only to yourself when you start to take care about yourself, your inner processes. You start to respect yourself, not for achievements, but you start to respect yourself for the way you make yourself feel, because now you feel better. Now you feel that you are standing for who you are. And for those people who doesn't understand it, does not want to be on your side, it's kind of their problem. But you protected yourself. You know, this situation when you are in childhood, let's say someone is taking your toy and you start to cry, or you're desperate because someone is older is doing it, you cannot do anything against this person, and your older brother comes and like says, give this toy back to my brother or sister, and this person is giving back to you, and this feeling of like, yeah, this is my toy, thank you. Like, so somebody kind of showed you the feeling in this moment of what it is to be protected, so you feel relief and joy. This same thing we have to do by ourselves when we are taking care about our emotional world, when we're taking care about our boundaries. In every field which we don't like that someone behaves the way we don't feel it's okay. And when we explain it, we make ourselves feel better. And this is how our sun energy growing. This is how we start to balance. So we slow down Mars-Venus. We take care about inner processes. We start to get in tune what is actually going on inside. We start to be more attentive, more careful, and we balance it. And we start to attract people who are also more balanced, in specifically this way. So when you are Mars-Venus dominant person, you have a problem meeting partners, that you have this kind of superficial connection on the physical level, but you're not going deep within because you're not able or not ready to open up, because you're not looking there inside for yourself. So inner world is not important, it's neglected. And so you meet the same people, and with time your sexual interest kind of go lower because there is no heart connection, and people start to cheat, people start to hate each other. So this is the problem for Venus-Mars dominant people in relationships, that they cannot build really great heart connection with another people. So if you are the Sun-Moon dominant person, so you're living mostly on the inner processes and you're neglected outer world processes. So you may have great heart connections with another people, with friends, with partners, but sexual life is quite low and your material wealth is quite low. The people, like, this is the opposite side from what people from dominant Mars-Venus are facing. And the point is here is that you are going low of Mars energy and that's why you are not enjoying life. So Venus energy also does not work properly. And for the moon sun dominant people, it's important to kind of find something to activate yourself, because you kind of slow down too much. And it's very important to wake up in the morning, for example, and maybe do running or do at least yoga, because yoga it's kind of slow, because maybe you don't want to do anything super active, but yoga is quite slow, but it's still active. It still activates your physical body, because Mars is connected to physical body. So it's important to do something connected to physical body. It can be dancing, it can be swimming, it can be even walking, but just move. So moving our body gives us more energy to move on. So when we are doing, like literally actively doing something what we like, we kind of tune in to our Mars Venus energy, because Mars is about doing something, Venus is about enjoying it. And so it's very important for us to do something what we enjoy doing. And that's how we kind of get back this taste of life, this sweetness of life. Because Mars, Venus dominant people, they enjoy life. That's why they have very active sexual life. But in the same moment, they do not have peace in their heart. They don't understand how to kind of chill. But people with dominant sun, moon, they're very chill. They understand what's peace in the heart. They like meditations. They like to be with people who kind of very easy going, this kind of slow living type of life. This is moon, sun dominant people. But in the same moment, these people kind of forgot what it is to really enjoy, what it is to allow yourself to be surrounded by different luxurious items. And you may think that you don't need them, but everyone likes to eat, for example, good food. Everyone likes to use nice, cups or different things which you use when you're cooking. You like to use something comfortable. You like to wear nice clothes. Don't say that you don't need it, because we do need it. We have to admit it, that material life is kind of one of the aspects of this reality where we are. And the fact that we think that we don't need a lot of things. For example, you have a very old car and you don't need better. But it's a lie. If you would sit in a better, very good car with everything working automatically, with your favorite color or whatever, like very comfortable car, and you would drive it easily without all of those different things you do in your cheap car, you would enjoy it. That's the truth. So people with dominant sun, moon have to admit to themselves that this life is also about enjoying life from the perspective of different kind of material wealth. And it's also really great and fun to have a lot of money when we can invest in different projects and help our society to be more, taken care of, for example. So if you have a big heart and you in the same moment invest your energy into some interesting project, you actually can do a lot of really great things, because your heart is full of love and you know better where is to invest money. Instead of buying like 3 helicopters, you can actually build hospital somewhere in Africa. So what do I mean by this? That people with sun moon dominance, they need to find interesting activities to invest their inner energy into. So for you, the best time is the first part of the day, when this is the most fiery time. This is most like our Agni inside goes up. Do not sleep till 12 o'clock in the morning. So it's very important to be active and to find different things, so you would stop being so much inside and overthinking and overfeeling and deepening deeper, more and draining inside of all of those processes. Because when you are starting to be active, you start to balance your Venus, Mars, Sun, Moon, and you start to feel life more fully. You start to be more of who you really are. Because Venus, Mars people, they are living so much active, they are not even kind of having time to feel, to think what is going on inside. But people with sun, moon dominance, they are so inside, they don't kind of, they lose, they don't notice so many kind of wonderful things which can be done and be active at on the planet while we are living in a human body, because we are not spirits right now. I mean, we are spirits inside and living in a human body. We're living in a physical body. We have it. We have physical bodies. This is our Mars. And the way we use it, the way we apply it on the planet Earth, this is how we actually use our Venus-Mars energies. And for both of the unbalanced, dominant, this or that people, I recommend arts, because art is, it's like any kind of creativity. It helps both of the types of these people improve their connection with self, because for people who are very active, Mars, Venus, this is very interesting, something really great can be done there, and they can invest their energy in something really cool. In the same moment, Sun and Moon people, they are learning how to invest their energy and enjoy the process. So it's like they need actually to do it, so they would be more in the physical world. Because for them it's more like getting more into physicality, and for people who with Mars Venus domination, it's actually quite meditative thing which helps to give some peace, like relief on the inner level. So it's like super balancing thing. And when we are in balance, it means both of these sides, we kind of gain some maturity in it. And this is how we attract the person who also wants to take care about your inner world, takes care about their inner world, so you have deep connection at the heart level. And at the same moment, person is very sexually active, and you have the same energy, and you can cooperate, like you can interact more on the same level. Kind of, it's more healthy exchange of energy than to just be next to someone who is draining you. So, okay, I hope you understand what I mean by this balance, because on my consultation I speak about this all the time with people. Everyone says it's all working. And when you start to apply these things in your life, you will see that your life is changing. If you want to know more exactly about your personal chart and how your Mars, Venus, Moon and Sun work out, you can contact me on my website. Okay, take care about your feminine and masculine, keep balancing this, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.